Good evening everyone. Today we're going to talk about how I draw poses. And this video is about females. Because, well, females and male has different body and covering them all in one video is going to be pretty hard. So I'm going to show you my way of simplifying a character and how I use that character to pose, dynamic poses. And quick disclaimer, I am not a teacher. This video is not a tutorial. This is just how I do it. If you found it helpful, you're welcome. And if you found it confusing and not helpful, then I'm sorry. This video is not a tutorial in the first place, so find someone else to watch, okay? This is just my way of doing it. Let's get started. So let's talk about my simplified version of a human character, okay? So we start with a head. A head is just basically a circle, but here's a catch. Guidelines, chop, we got the head. Okay, Loomis method. Okay, we got the head, and that's the head. Simple, easy to read, easy to draw. Okay, that's how I simplify my character. I want it to be as easy to draw as possible. I'm going to talk about how you draw these body parts in different angle later. So, okay, just wait. So now let's draw the neck. Neck just simple, 2 lines. Like so, just a cylinder. Okay, now to draw in the torso, I'm going to draw in the shoulder line first. Let's find the shoulder line. Okay, the shoulder line is important for the character's dynamics. We draw in the shoulder lines, and then we're going to draw in an egg shape that is as wide as the head, but the width of the egg will depend on the type of character. If the character is more mature, it would be wider, okay? But if the character is like a teenager or something in the middle, then it would be as wide as the head. But if the character is like a baby, a lolly, then it would be smaller. I will talk about that later too, so just stay tuned, okay? Drawing traditionally like this and talking about such complex topics is pretty hard, This video is unscripted, so hope you can follow along, okay? We draw the egg shape that is as wide as the head, like so. So we call that a torso. That would be also our rib cage, okay? Well, sorta, but here, okay. Let's draw in the guidelines, okay? And after that, we will draw a box, not a box. It's more like a line between 2 of the sides of the egg, and then we're gonna shut it out with this, okay? This is not a box. If I draw this in like different angle, it's not going to look like a box. So don't think it's a box. It's just lines, guidelines, okay? So now let's draw on the pelvis. For the pelvis, we're going to draw like a squished oval, okay? And it would be wider than the torso because female characters tend to have a wider pelvis for pooping baby. Anyway, let's draw in the pelvis. And if you don't know how low to put the pelvis, is to pelvis. Okay, so if you look at this, it's like, okay, so it's like a pelvis away. The pelvis is a pelvis away from the torso, okay? Okay? And the pelvis is like roughly almost half the size of the torso, So yeah. Proportions are important, that's why I have to talk about it. And now you're going to connect this line to the pelvis like so, okay? Make sure it has this curve, okay? Not like just straight, okay? It's going to lose its dynamics, okay? Okay, now to draw the leg. I will talk about the leg slowly because it's pretty complicated. So, we find 2 points on the pelvis, like so, like for example this point. Not too close to the hip, okay? After that, you will draw a triangle like so, and that's the crotch. This is the crotch, and after that you can draw in the leg, okay? The crotch will look something like this, okay? Yeah, it's going to look like this kind of shape. Again, we're not going deep into the anatomy, so we just only care about the form, okay? And make sure this part is like this. Let me draw that again. So it looks something like this. So this is the pelvis, and then we're going to draw it out like this, okay? Don't make it too wide, it'll look weird. And for the crotch area, it will look something like this, but I'm not gonna go too detailed because we'll talk about that later. It's something like this. So after that, we got to the knee. The knees are just basically two circles, and after that we draw in this kind of shapes for the bottom leg, I guess. And for the knee, and for the feet, again, not another circle. So we're going to draw in this kind of shape, okay? We'll talk about the feet later. We're gonna break it down later, okay? And then for the toes, keep it simple. Then we got the heel behind. There you go. We got the leg. And keep in mind that from the crotch down to the bottom of the feet is roughly the same as the crotch up to the on the top of the head, okay? Proportions, guys. Keep your proportions correct, or else your character will look weird, okay? You gotta practice. You see? Okay, so the reason why I can nail this first time is because I've practiced a lot. So you gotta practice a lot so it comes naturally to you, okay? Now for the shoulders, I'm not gonna draw like triangles like in my previous tutorial because my style has changed a lot since then. Yeah, it's only like a few months, but somehow my style changed a lot. Anyway, for the deltoid, I'm going to draw in two ovals like this. Don't judge me, I know it's not ovals, but hey, I'm simplifying the character. And after that, we extend down the arms, okay? So the upper arm would be this line down to this line, and the forearm would be as long as the upper arm, okay? Make sure the proportions are correct, okay? And then we draw the hands. I'll talk about how you simplify the hands later, but I'm not gonna show you how you draw hands properly because that's another topic. I recently wanted to cover everything into one video, but it's too long. It's so much information, even my brain cannot handle it, okay? Now let's draw the hands. Just keep it simple. You know, just draw the hand. Okay, this is the side profile of the hand, okay? And now if you have an artistic eyes, you will see like, man, this part looks weird. To finish everything, we're going to draw in the shoulders, and that's going to make everything looks normal again. And to make everything looks even more normal, we're going to draw in the waist. So human waist is not like this, okay? It's not straight down. I mean, some people have, but depends on the character's, you know, body type. Like for example, if they're thin or fat, hey, it's the world, man. It's human body. Okay, so from this point, from the waist here, you're going draw in like this kind of shape. Depends on the character. For example, this character is pretty thin, so I'm going to draw like that. So we got the waist, then the belly button is just below the middle line, okay? And up here, between the deltoid and the torso, I'm going to connect it like so. You know, because anatomy. I know we're not talking about anatomy, but some of the shapes are very obvious even with like basic structure. So that's why I have to talk about it in this video. For example, this muscle here that connects, you know, the chest muscle that connects to the deltoid. Since we got the basic structure, let's talk about the balloons. Balloons are simple. You can simplify it with just like this kind of shape, you know. You know, like slapping on the egg like so. Or maybe you can just draw in the balloon itself, the badonkers. Okay, so for the balloons, you're just going to draw in the whole thing, but you're gonna practice a lot to nail this the first time. Like draw it, because when you do like just the drawings, you're gonna do it quick, you know. So right here, I'm just going to draw in the real thing, because why not? And keep in mind, between two badonkers has a space, okay? They're not close to each other. They have a gap between two badonkers, so keep in mind. Now, since we're done with the front view, let's go to the side view. The side view is a little bit of course, side view looks thinner than the front view. So, okay, I draw this character a bit tilted, I'm sorry. So let's draw in the side view. Again, the head is like this. And then we're going to draw in the circle, but make sure the circle here is as tall as the cutting piece that you did on the front view, okay? Just a little reminder, okay? Again, guidelines, and now for the side profile, let's keep it simple also. The face, the jawline, and the ear, and after that, the head. Okay, for the neck, human neck is not like it's not connected directly into the middle of the head, but it's a little bit offset backwards. If I have a book here, I will show you what I mean. So if you look at the side profile, you see the head is not, the neck is not connected directly into the middle of the head, okay? It's a bit offset backward, okay? So as you can see, the neck at the back here is a bit closer to the back of the head than the front face to the neck. See? You see the difference? Okay? So, and if you're like, oh, this is stylized, this is anime, we don't have... Okay. This is a Kimi no Na wa art book. I will show you why that's not the case. Okay, look at Taki's head right here, the side profile. Okay, look at this. As you can see, the back of the head and the neck is closer than the front face to the neck. See, it applies to anime as well. But hey, stylized all you want, I don't give a damn. This is just my way of doing it. So this is how I connect the neck to the head, okay? So first, from the bottom of the ear, I'm going to make a line down like so. It's a bit go forward, okay? And this point right here is this point right here, okay? And then this line right here represents this. It's a long ass name, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna call it neck muscle. Next, you're going to connect the front right here down to the point, okay? And then from the back, it depends on the thickness of the neck. You will either extend it backwards, for example, really thick, it will be right here and then you go up, or maybe thin, like anime characters, would be a little bit to the front, like so. I'm going to choose this and then I will go up. And right here, right at the back of the head, as you can see, I'm not following the guidelines. Okay, so again, this is a stylized jawline. I'm just doing it in a straight line, but realistically, it has two lines, okay? It goes and then go up, okay? So, for the back of the head, okay, so you connect down like this, okay? This is the bottom of the neck. And then you're going to connect the neck down. And right here, okay. So the reason why I leave a little gap here is because if I draw out the skull, let me draw out the skull for you. Okay, if you look at the skull, I know this is not like the right skull, you know, it's a bit warped, but this is accurate enough for me to show you, okay? So if you look at the back of the cranium, you see this? There's a gap here, okay? And that's why there is this thing here, okay? So the brain is a little, so that's why when you connect to the neck, it has this kind of shape up, okay? It doesn't go round up, it has this kind of curves up, okay? It's like this. You understand now? It's real thing, okay? It's not, even if you stylize something, you're gonna keep it real. Because it's stylized are still based on real life. Especially when you're drawing anime, because they, like, the closest representation to real life. Okay, after you finish with the head and the neck, we're going down to the torso. And to draw the torso, again, you're going to draw an oval shape representing the torso, the rib cage. Okay, it's a bit tilted, and yep, it's going to be a little bit squished compared to the front. Okay, but make sure you still find that shoulder lines. Okay, and the waistline. And here we're going to draw in this kind of shape to connect both of them. Okay, the pointy thing up here. This represents the shape of the trapezoid too. And after that, you draw in the deltoid just below that. Okay, so now for the pelvis, it's a bit complicated because I'm still having problem with this. So this is how I do it. I would draw in this kind of shape, bow kind of shape, you know. Make sure it has the same width as the torso. So you connect them again. We're not gonna draw the arms, not yet, because it's going to block everything. We don't want that. Now for the leg, we find a point on the pelvis close to the hip, but this time it's close to the stomach, like here. As you can see, we find a point near the hip, but this we find a point near the torso. I mean the stomach. And after that, we're going to extend our leg, like so. We're gonna extend our leg, okay? Just simple shapes. Let's not make things too complicated, okay? Make sure you have this shape right here, okay? Okay, for the leg, I'm drawing this thing first, okay? Then I extend it out to the front, and then the toe. We're gonna talk about the torso, okay? It looks weird, of course, because we're not following the anatomy shape yet. We're just following the structure, the basic structure of the character. But now if you wanna put in details, let's do it. So the back would go down here, and it goes a little bit sharper turn like this. Again, same waistline, the pinch is right here. And from here, you're going to draw in the butt. Okay, the butt wraps around the crotch area like so. That sounds so gross. And for the front, again, if you look at a more practical view of the rib cage, it looks something like this, right? Okay. And when the skin goes here, it's going to stretch down like this, and then here's where your tummy is. Okay. So same here, you're going to create that shape. Okay. And there you have it. There you go. And again, the pinch is around the waist, and this is where the belly button goes, you know. And now for the chest, the badonkers. This is how it works, okay? So let's use this as reference. So to draw the badonkers, you can either draw in basic shapes like just a semicircle, you know, this shape, or you draw in the thing itself. So it goes down like this, and it goes back in again. Okay? Make sure it stays inside of the rib cage, okay? And then there you go. It connects to the chest muscle like so. Okay, so it basically you join the chest muscle, then you join that shape. Depends on the size too. You can look up reference for cup size, you know. So there you have it. You have the side profile, and then you have the front profile, okay? And for the arms from the side, there you go, just basically that, okay? So, okay, let's learn how to manipulate this mannequin in space, okay? I'm going to pull up a reference so I can show you. So I'm going to draw this character right here, not character, this person right here, okay? Again, this have all of the things, the side profile head, the torso, the arms, the leg, okay? It's not a full body, so we can cut off the bottom leg, okay? Okay, so first of all, we find the head, okay? Okay, then we draw in the orientation of the head. We're not gonna draw in details yet, okay? It's side profile. After that, from this point right here, you're gonna find that neck again, like so. Okay, let's draw on the face. Okay, we got the neck. And we're gonna draw in the shoulder line. The shoulder line's a bit tilted, okay, because dynamic. Okay, now we're drawing the egg for the torso. Okay, make sure you draw in the guidelines, okay? And now for the pelvis, as you can see, the pelvis is tilted kind of this way. It's slightly tilted this way. You're drawing the pelvis a bit wider. Okay. Now you connect the shape like so. And now to draw in the leg, you find the pinch, find a point here, another point here. But since the pelvis is pointing this way, you want to find it somewhere here, okay? Okay, the crotch is right here. Now we're drawing the leg. Okay. We're just gonna keep it simple, okay? Okay. We don't know what the bottom leg looks like, so we're going to draw like this, okay? Now we're going to add in the arms, okay? So she has this arm that, like so. The other one's like this, okay? So as you can see, based on the shadow of her right shoulder, you can see that her shoulder is a bit going forward. So you're gonna make sure it shows a little bit there, okay? Now you just connect the arms. She's wearing a bit of clothes here, but we can guess where the arm goes. So her left arm is something right here, and then her hand is somewhere down here, okay? So connect that. Make sure you have that arm shape. Okay, I don't know what her hand doing, so I'm just going to make it rest. Okay? Just simple. And now her other arms is, we don't know where her elbow goes, but based on the line on her right arm, I'm guessing it goes around here, and around the waist again it points out like so. Okay. There you go. I don't know what her arm's doing, okay? And now let's draw in her body shapes, okay? She's very slim, very sekushi, so we're going to draw in this waist, okay? Make sure you know how it works. Again, yeah, she has a very slim. There you go. And now we're going to connect the chest muscle, okay? This part right there. Okay. Then this part right here, connect the chest muscle. Make sure it's a bit curved here, okay? And now we draw in her badonkers. And there you have it. And now the only thing left is to add in the shoulders, the trapezius, okay? Okay, right here I made a little mistake that I make the neck a little bit too long, but hey, it's fine. We got the basic pose out of the way. So this is the most basic pose that you can do with this method, but I will show you a more complex, okay? But now all you need to do is draw in the anatomy, okay? You got the pose, you just draw in the anatomy like, okay, this muscle here, just draw in all of the bumps and stuff, yeah. So this is why you need to learn gesture drawings. You draw the structure, the basic structure first, and then after that, you draw in the details of the anatomy, okay? So right here, the shoulder, I can make the shoulder more refined, okay? The bicep, okay, for example. Tricep, for example, you know. So if you look at the line of action, it goes something like this. Yeah, that's how you know the character is dynamic. As you can see, the contour line, I don't know what it's called. I'm stuck at English. Okay, so the contour, I think that's how they say it. It goes this, this, and that. Okay, it's not parallels. It connects. Okay, I mean it goes different ways. Okay, it offsets. That's why the pose is natural and dynamic. And right here again, you can just add in the details like the hair, the ear, the nose. There you go. Then let's draw in her clothing. You know, you can, after that, after you got the pose, you can do everything. You can either left her naked or give her clothes. That's the power an artist has, okay? But I recommend you study just the drawings like this for like more of a naked person, you know. At least that's why I'm okay. So I have a tip here, okay? If you like teenager and you don't want to go into watching naked people, okay, I recommend you watching people in their swimsuits, okay? That's the least you can watch, okay? Okay, so if you want an anime reference, just find a character that's wearing a swimsuit, or for example a real person, you can find reference of them either wearing a swimsuit or maybe a very tight clothes. Okay, let's try another pretty complex pose. Okay, let's go for a more wide. I think this is the same person. Okay, there's a lot of clothing, but I will try my best to break it down. Okay, let's draw her. You know what, let's get another piece of paper. Okay, another piece of paper. Okay, so let's start with the head, okay? The head. She's looking downward. Doesn't matter, it's still a head. Ears. Okay? And here, as you can see, her shoulder, okay, her eye lines are a bit straight, but her shoulder is offset, okay? It's somewhere like this. Okay, let's draw the neck first. The neck doesn't change. Line something like this. The shoulder lines, okay? And then her torso is like this. Okay? And then her pelvis is a bit this, like a bit straighter, you know? But I think I will exaggerate it a little bit. Okay, it's this, okay? Like so. And now, as you can see, we have this line of actions. Okay? Okay, this is a full body pic, so let's draw the full body. Got this? Okay. You see the spine? Yeah. S shape, okay? Now, then you draw the lines in. Connects them. Okay? Now, again, find 2 points of the pelvis connected down to the crotch, and now you extend the leg down out, okay? So, gravity, okay? Let's talk about gravity. So, if you draw this pose right here, as you can see, one of her leg is straight down and the other leg is a bit go to the side. Why is that? Why doesn't she just do like Michael Jackson? Hold on, guys. You guys seeing this? There's a bug on my PC. 壊れていたのは世界でしょうか間違っていたのは世界でしょうかあなたには朝がやってこないだからあなたの愛をもうかからない Okay, so to draw the leg that looks natural, this is what I want you to do. So the center of mass in a human body is around the waist, okay? So you draw it down perpendicular to the ground, okay? You wanna make sure you're gonna make sure the legs doesn't cross this line, okay? You cannot draw the leg like this. No, just make sure it's out for a bit, okay? Because if you draw the legs a bit too close to the center line, it will look weird. Okay, so now you can just draw in the shape of the leg, like so. And now for the arms, again, she's raising up her arms, so the oval will raise up too. Okay, then you connect the thing. Okay, just keep it simple because we are drawing gestures, just the flow of the character, okay? And after that, you can draw in all of the details like the waist. She's a thin person, so the waist would be a bit thinner. And then you draw in the badonkers. Okay, make sure that, I forgot to mention this, but the breasts are lower than, a little bit lower than this, you know, like make sure it doesn't overlap too much on this muscle here, okay? And make sure they have the gap in between, of course. And then there you go, this is the belly button. You can draw in her clothes or whatever, you know. Oh yeah, draw in the shoulders too, forgot. After you got the gesture, you're finished. You're pretty much finished with the character. All you need to do now is either do anatomy or do clothes, because if you do clothes, the clothes will cover all of the anatomy. So, yeah. We try to draw the clothes in the picture, okay? So there you go. Simple. Okay, so what I've done so far is drawing poses that are in one, like, it's pretty flat, okay? So what if we go into the foreshortening territory, okay? We're going to go there right now. It's going to be very hard. So let's draw a character doing volleyball, okay? So you can see this. There's a lot of foreshortening here. So let's do that. Okay, so as you can see this picture, it has foreshortening, and foreshortening is pretty scary, but hey, let's work it out, okay? So for the head, again, we start with the head, and look, this face is looking somewhere else, okay? It's looking up, and it's looking to the side, so boom, this is where the side plane will be, okay? Look at that, okay? This is where the chin is, of course. Here, okay? And after that, from the neck, you can draw in the pretty simple neck shape, okay? We got the neck now, but we are in perspective now, okay? The character is going this way. Keep in mind that, okay? And from the reference, I can see that his face is almost aligned with his whole body. So let's try to achieve that. So his body is facing a bit up like this. Okay. Okay. Again, as you can see, this is because of foreshortening, her torso, his torso will be a bit bigger compared to his head. And then for the pelvis, it's going to be a bit bigger too. And it's a bit tilted to the side, as you can see. And for the leg, again, I find 2 points near the hip, go down to the crotch. And from this point, let's draw in the leg. Okay, make sure you get the line, okay? You don't have to worry about the anatomy. Again, what you want is to capture the expression of the pose and not anatomy. Not yet, okay? Many people draw poses with anatomy on, which is very not good. And after everything you've done, you can actually add in some more details like this, okay? Again, this is a male character, so I will talk about more of male character in the next video. But in this, I'm just going to talk about the basics of capturing the expression of the pose. So there you go, perspective, pretty much. Okay, let's draw one last pose, which is this one. Oh my gosh, this has a lot for shortening, okay? So again, let's start with the head. After that, we will draw in the neck, okay? The neck, we don't know where's the neck, okay? So we're going to determine where the shoulder is. Okay, the hip is this way, so it's something like this, okay? Then we draw in the torso. The torso lean forward, so it's something like this. Okay, so if you're dealing with perspective, I recommend you start with a line of action, and then you do it like this, okay? You draw another one, but this time you're going to shrink it down like so. This will give you a basic understanding of the scenery you're doing, so it helps me. I don't know if it will help you, but hey. Now for the hand, you want to draw in the hand first, okay? Okay, we got the hand, now we connect it to the arms, okay? So to make it simple, the reason why I don't break it down into two pieces is because the arm is stretched out, first of all, and it has this very expressive line. So I keep it like that. There you go. We got the pose. Amazing. It's rough, but it captures the expressions of the pose. Yeah, again, the line of action is very important. Just the drawing is all about the expressiveness of the pose, you know. I think that's it for this video. It's so complex, that's why you need to practice. Look at reference, you're gonna get those data into your head, you know, so in the future you can use it again, because nothing you learned, nothing you draw from imagination is your own, because everything from your imagination still comes from real life. The thing you observed in the past, you know, you gotta look at reference, gotta practice, gonna analyze the pose and break it down, you know, because you don't know that you will need that specific pose in the future, okay? Okay, I wanna, before finishing the video, I wanna talk about the pelvis real quick. So how do you connect the leg to the pelvis? So if you look at the pelvis right here, you look at the point and the triangle, okay? The leg comes out from this hole right here, okay? For example, just imagine the hole here. You add in a circle as a joint, and from that joint you extend your leg out, and from that you can just add in details like the butt, and then like that, like so. Same goes right here. If you have problems, then just use this method instead, okay? Same goes for the front here. This is just a simplified version, but if you want like a more detailed version, here it is. This to this, and then you extend it out the leg, okay? Okay, like so, and then you connect up to the body, okay? Right here also, okay, because of the perspective, that's why I put the joints here, okay? Like so. Joints here, and then we can extend it down. Again, cylinders and basic 3D shapes that makes up the human body. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If it helps you, you're welcome, but if it doesn't, I'm sorry. This is not a tutorial. by making this video, I actually practiced a few more poses. So thank you guys for making this video. I forgot your name, I'm sorry. New from my stream. Comment if you're that person, okay? Anyway, see ya. I need to draw this for the thumbnail. There you go. Thank you guys watching. See ya. This will be the thumbnail.